Hi, I'm Tavleen from Build WooFunnels, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 21 highly actionable WooCommerce checkout page optimization hacks. Now here's my suggestion. Go through each of them, pick the ones that you like the most and implement them. I'm pretty sure that they will help you make your checkout page process fast, frictionless and frustration-free for your prospects. Before I dive in, a quick word about the implementation. You can of course download multiple extensions or meddle with code to implement them, or you can use Aero. Now AeroCheckout is a WooCommerce plugin that allows you to build professional looking, highly optimized WooCommerce checkout pages without downloading multiple different extensions. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Well, now I know you're patiently waiting for your content, but here's what you must do right now. Just hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so that when I create more educational and insightful content like this one, it finds its way to you.
Alright, so let's start with optimization hack number 1, which is create a multi-step checkout form. Now, a multi-step checkout form quite simply splits a checkout form into 2 steps. So you can ask for their basic details, starting with the email in the first step, followed by the next step where you ask for their payment details. So well, yes, that's how a multi-step checkout form looks. As you can notice that it makes your checkout page appear less overwhelming and way more approachable. If you're using AeroCheckout, setting this up is a breeze because all you have to do is go into the design tab, followed by the method that you're using to create your checkout page, which is the built-in customizer, Elementor or custom, and then within that select 2 or 3 steps, and you can pick a template that you see in front of you. I'm going to go and import, and yep, that's it. Import this template. So that is a 2-step checkout template which has been successfully imported, and then when I go into the fields tab, I will see that 2 steps are already pre-created for me. So everything is pretty much already done. The next optimization hack is to enable multi-step field preview. So what do I mean by that? Well, after a user fills out their details on the first step and they proceed over to the next step, they will be able to see this preview here of the fields that they filled out on the previous step. Now, if they find any error in what they filled out, they can always hit change and they will be back on the previous step and they can change the information. Otherwise, they can move forward. So this obviously gives them a visual cue that they are moving forward in the right direction and they haven't made any errors. Now, if you're using AeroCheckout, setting this up is a complete breeze. All you have to do is go into the optimizations tab and then go into multi-step field preview. Here you can select the fields that you would like to show up on the next step. In my case, I've selected email and shipping address. In your case, well, you can add any of the fields that you like and also add heading and subheading if you want. But of course, that's optional. The third incredibly effective optimization hack for your checkout page is to enable steps or progress indicator on a multi-step checkout page. Now, of course, what it does is that it shows users where they are in their checkout journey, and also it gives them a sense of how many steps before it's over, right? So as you can notice that when they click on the next step, this step becomes active and this step becomes inactive. So it kind of gives them a visual proof of that they're moving in the right direction and that they're on their way to completing the process. Several studies show that users tend to be more engaged while filling out a form when the progress indicator is present. And as you can see, they can also use this to navigate between steps. An insanely effective and useful optimization hack. Now let me show you how to set this up. So let's say you're using Elementor to build your checkout page. You go into 2-step and import one of the templates. So I'm going to import the Razor template. It's a 2-step checkout page template. Yes, and let me now edit it. It'll open up in Elementor. Well, in the default preview, you can see that the steps bar does not appear. No problem, just hit edit, and this is the checkout form widget built by AeroCheckout for Elementor. Click yes to enable the steps, and there you go, the steps are enabled. You can select from breadcrumbs and tabs to display your step bar, and of course you can always change the information, the heading, the subheading written for both the steps. Further, you can go into the style tab and you can also change the background color, the text color, count background color, count border color, so on and so forth. So all of this can be customized and made to look on brand. The next hack on the list is my absolute favorite. It is to use Google Address Autocomplete. So when a user enters just a few characters of their address on the street address field, they find a list of matching addresses. They can select the one that's theirs and just click on it. The remaining details get filled up on its own. It's an extremely efficient hack, and when Shopify gave it to their merchants, they found that address-related errors by the users decreased by 30%, and the time spent on the checkout page reduced significantly. And of course, you can see how that is possible. Well, now to enable Google Address Autocomplete, go into the Settings tab, and in the Settings tab you will find Address Autocomplete option. Here you have to enter the Google Map API key, which you can fetch from the Google Maps platform. The details I will give in the description box. Once you've pasted the Google Map API key here, just hit Save Changes. After that, go into Checkouts and go on the optimization tab for the checkout that you're creating. In the optimization tab, you will see the first option here, which is Google Address Autocomplete. Hit yes to enable. You can further disallow certain countries where you feel that this option may not be that efficient. The next nifty optimization hack that I have for you is to offer express checkout options. Now, express checkout buttons by Google Pay, Apple Pay, PayPal Express, Amazon Pay, well, they save a lot of time of the user simply because they do not have to fill out the entire checkout form. They can just make the payment in a few simple clicks by clicking on their favorite payment provider and logging into their associated account. Let me show you how to set this up. So firstly, make sure that in WooCommerce and global settings in the payment section you have Google Pay, Apple Pay, PayPal Express or Amazon Pay already activated, configured and activated. Next, hit the optimizations tab right here and enable smart buttons for express checkout. Now when you click enable, yes, it will ask you the position. So you can choose one of the positions from the drop down we recommend at the top of the checkout page. And that's it. Once you do that, the smart buttons for express checkout will be activated. The next powerful yet really tiny hack is to show your top selling countries at the top of the list, followed by the other countries in alphabetical order. Well, so the countries from which you get your maximum buyers, put those 3, 4, 5 countries right at the top so that those users do not have to scroll the entire list to find their country. Let's look at how to set this up using AeroCheckout. Well, to set this up, you do not have to fiddle with code at all. Just go into the optimization tab right here and find the preferred countries option. Hit enable and enter the countries that you would like to appear at the top of the list. They will appear in the exact order that you enter them here. The next powerful hack that I want to show you is to auto apply the coupon code. As you can see here, the coupon code SAVE15 now is already applied on this checkout page. Well, this is extremely useful hack if you're using product specific checkout pages or embedded form on the checkout page. So this is the closer template in AeroCheckout, and the coupon has already been auto applied. They can see in dollar value how much they are going to be saving because of the coupon. It acts as it just sort of encourages them to complete the purchase in order to claim the savings. Let's now look at how to set this up. So you do not have to look too far. In the optimizations tab, you will find the auto apply coupon option. Just hit yes and enter the coupon code that you would like to be auto applied. Make sure you've already created this coupon code in WooCommerce coupon. Now this will prevent your buyers, your prospects from going on a futile hunt searching for coupon codes. You can also disable the coupon field by hitting yes and disable it altogether. My next hack is for all the physical product sellers out there, which is to use your shipping address before your billing address field, and also use the small checkbox right here, which when ticked asks users to fill out their billing address. Otherwise, it treats shipping address the same as billing address. Now let me show you how to set this up. So go into the Fields tab in AeroCheckout, and here Aero gives you the option to just simply drag and drop and change the order of the fields like you want. And after that, click on the billing address, edit the pencil icon here, and go into use different billing address. Make sure the eye icon is turned on so this option is visible. You can go with the default label or use a custom label, and that's it. Hit update.
The next hack is insanely simple yet quite effective, which is to have clear label and placeholder text for each of your form fields. You can also use the placeholder text to justify any of the form fields that you want. Let's now look at how you can enable it. So in the Fields tab where you have all your form fields, just hit on the pencil icon, and here you'll see the option to add label, the placeholder text, and also you can mark it as required or optional. That's it, pretty easy to set up. Now, before I move on to my hack number 10, well, here's a quick reminder. If you're liking this content, do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more informative content like this one.
The next optimization hack that I have for you is to make the CTA button on your checkout page sticky. So what do I mean by that? Well, quite simply that this button right here will remain sticky and will not move while the rest of the stuff still moves. This, well, a person does not have to scroll all the way to the bottom to find this button, and it's also a very user-friendly hack. So to set this up, all you have to do is just click on the pencil icon here, and in the buttons in the styles section, you will see the option which is to make the button sticky on mobile. Hit the toggle here to enable this option. And if you're using the built-in customizer, the same optimization option of making the button sticky on tablets and mobile is available in the customizer as well. All you have to do is click on the pencil icon right next to payment information, and there you go. Here's the option to make the button sticky on mobile. The next hack that I have for you is to make the order summary collapsible on mobile, so that only when the user taps on this can they see the order total, the breakdown and all of that, but when they do not tap, it remains hidden on default. Now this of course saves a lot of space, and it is a very mobile user friendly hack. So to set this up, all you have to do is just click on the pencil icon right here, and you will see collapsible order summary option. Hit yes to enable, and you can also enable a coupon field here and make it collapsible as well. Make sure you hit this icon here and set this to mobile in order to enable this on mobile alone, and when you hit desktop, you can disable it from the desktop. The next hack is to make the coupon section collapsible. So what do I mean by that? Well, quite simply, when the user clicks on this right here, only then the coupon section will be visible. Otherwise, they will not be able to see this empty coupon field. The simple idea is that since the empty coupon field is not always visible, well, it encourages them not to go on this endless search for coupon codes on the internet. So let me show you how to set this up. Just click edit here, and this mini cart widget will open up, which is built by Aero, and here in the coupon section you can enable it and then turn it collapsible. If you do not turn it collapsible, that's how it will always be visible. The next power hack that I have for you is to create product specific checkout pages for your best sellers. So just go ahead and create checkout pages that are built to sell that one product in which you really believe in. The top section right here can highlight the USP of the product and also have a demo video here, because yes, seeing is believing. Have some bullets and reviews here which are again specific to that product which you are selling. So instead of directing your users to the generic checkout page which is built for all the products in the store, you can select some of your best selling products and create special checkout pages for them. This is great for directing ad traffic to, and also your email list too. Let me show you how to design this built for conversions checkout page. So well, in the design tab, you will find that we have a bunch of product specific checkout templates, and you can choose whatever option that you like to build your checkout page. You will find product specific checkout templates in each. There's the presenter template is the one that I just showed you. The next hack that I have for you is to make some checkout pages time bound. So let's say you're launching some exclusive products and you would only like them to be available for a certain time period, after which the products should not be available for sale. You can do that. Just go into the optimizations tab right here and you will find the option to time checkout expiry. Well, you can actually close the checkout page after a certain number of orders have been taken. So you can write the number here and you can redirect people to another page that is maybe a waitlist page, or that simply says sorry, time out, or you snooze, you lose. You can also set your checkout page to expire after a set date. Just enter the date here and the redirect URL, and there you go. You can do those typical launches which drive a lot of sales in a very short time period. The next super powerful hack that I have for you is to make email and phone your top fields. So they must feature in the first section itself. Now the huge advantage of this approach is that since these are the first few fields that user fills out, even if they abandon the checkout, you have a way of reaching out to them. So you can recover the cart by simply sending out an email or an SMS. Now listen, SMS have an open rate of 98%, which is way higher than email. So it makes sense to reach out to them using both the mediums. Let me show you how to set this up using Aero. So in the Fields tab, Aero gives you the ability to simply use drag and drop to change the order of fields, and also you can use simple drag and drop to place the section that you want at the top and reorder the sections the way you like. So here you go, you have email and followed by phone number in the first section right here. The next optimization hack is to have credibility markers on your checkout page. So what are credibility markers? Well, these sections right here. So you have the why buy from us section, you have the reviews here, and you have the guarantee here, or this could also be the refund policy. So these sections, they really put a stamp of approval on the purchase, and they confirm to the users that whatever decision they are making is the correct one. So make sure that you only write crisp reviews here. Just make sure you shorten them. Do not put long stories here. And also put some nice crisp bullets, which again give them a mark of satisfaction and tell them that they are proceeding in the right direction. Let's look at how to set these up. So if you're using one of Elementor templates to create your checkout page, you will find these sections pre-created. You can of course edit them and customize them to make them look exactly how you want. And if you use the built-in customizer, worry not, we know how important these sections are. So you will find a widget for each of these sections. Go ahead and configure them, and that's it. You're good to go. Your checkout pages will start to evoke trust. The next nifty hack that I have for you is to create one-page checkouts or checkout form embedded on your sales page. Now, the advantage of this technique is that when a user is ready to buy, they do not have to go on to several different pages. They can simply fill out their details on this checkout form right here and make the payment. So there is no back and forth involved. There are no drop-offs at any step of the way. You can set this up using any of your favorite page builders like Beaver, Thrive, Divi, Oxygen, and more, and of course AeroCheckout. Let me show you the setup. So in the Design tab, go into the Custom tab, which is for other page builders, and select the number of steps that you want on your checkout page. Just hit import, and that specific checkout form will get imported. Of course, you can customize it for colors, border, form width, so on and so forth, or you can simply hit WordPress editor and just go and open it up. Now, as you can notice, Gutenberg has opened up, and you can of course add your heading, add columns and all of that. So this is the shortcode for the checkout form that we just created. Here you will find all the landing page builders that you already have activated on your website, and you will find the option to edit this page with one of the page builders that you have activated. The next power hack has the power to supercharge your AOV. It is to have an order bump on your checkout page. So this is the order bump section. It basically contains the pitch for a complimentary item based on the purchase that they are making. Users can simply check this box right here, and the product gets added to their order. The order total gets instantly updated. So here's the heading of the order bump and the price of it. And there you go. That it gets all added to their order. Let me show you how to set this up. Now, configuring an order bump on the checkout page is an intuitive 4-step process. First of all, select some conditions that is based on which you want to show the order bump on the checkout page. Maybe when their cart total is above a certain value, maybe when they're buying certain items. Then go into the product section and add the item that you would like to upsell or cross-sell as an order bump. Set any additional discount and quantity. Go into the design section to design the order bump to make it look on brand and stylish. Then go into the settings tab. Over here, just set some miscellaneous settings, for example, where you want to show the order bump on the checkout page. Just click on the exact position and there you have it. Follow the steps and the order bump will be configured on your checkout page. The next optimization hack is to allow users to adjust quantity and delete items from the checkout page itself. Now, conventionally, a user has to go back all the way to the cart page in order to adjust quantity and delete a specific item. But if you allow this option on the checkout page, it of course saves a step and also makes the process really fast. So they're able to delete the item if they do not want it and also recover an accidentally deleted item. And also change the quantity from this quantity adjuster. Now let's look at how to set this up. Well, so if you're using the built-in customizer to design your checkout page, just click on the pencil icon here and you will see all the options related to your cart. You can check this box to enable to show the image, the quantity switcher and the allow deletion option, which is this one. And if you're using Elementor to design your checkout page, well, it's easy peasy as well. Just click on the pencil icon here and you will be able to edit the mini cart. You will see all the options related to the product. So you can enable the image, the quantity switcher and allow deletion. Isn't that really fast and friction-free? My next hack is for product-specific checkout pages. So when you are selling, a single product to your checkout page, but a user has to make a choice between different options, well, then always highlight an option on default and add the best value tag. Now, this could be a super saver tag or a value for money tag or the best value tag based on whatever the option really represents. It will help users make a choice. It could also be the popular choice tag. Now let's look at how to set this up. Go into the Fields tab and then hit the pencil icon for products. Now here you'll see you have the option to select the default option. So these are all radio buttons, so just hit one of those, whichever you want to be pre-selected as a default option, then hit update. After that, go into advanced and over here you can select the option that you want to be to carry the label and add custom label here. You can also set the position, that is where you would like to display the tag. The final super hack that I have for you is to pre-fill form for returning users. So, well, you have the option here to show users a pre-filled form when they are back. Now, they could be back after having abandoned the cart and you sent them an email with a recovery link and, well, they're back on the checkout page, or after having made a purchase previously. In any of the cases, whatever fields they filled out, they will see that they are filled out with the exact information. So, this obviously gives them a visual cue that there's not much to do, there's not much effort involved. They can fill out the remaining details and complete the process. To enable it, well, just go into the optimizations tab right here, and here you will find the option to pre-fill form for returning users. Hit yes to enable, you're good to go.
Alright, so these were the 21 WooCommerce checkout page optimization hacks that you can implement. Well, I'd highly encourage you to explore AeroCheckout, which lets you implement these hacks in the most pain-free way possible, which is in just a few clicks. The links are in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you got a ton of value out of it. I'm Tavleen and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.